Hello everyone and welcome, and today we are back playing more of Penumbra Overture. We are back and we are going to try, since we're pretty darn close to the end of Penumbra Overture, that I am going to try to finish Penumbra Overture in today's video. So, but no more dilly-dallying, let's go ahead and start playing today's video, or playing the game. So we found out a lot of information that there were other people here, and these other people fell probably in that hole you see there, and other times that same would be right now. It just makes me shiver. What the fuck? Anyways, God, what was I trying to say? So, shit. What was I saying? Oh yes, I'm trying to, so, we have found out that there are other people that were here, and these other, fellas, particularly there was a guy in here, he died, sadly, but apparently they told, he had an interesting story where basically they were on, like, a expedition, or just, no, it was just like a simple hiking in the snow, or wherever the hell we are in Greenland, probably Greenland, or New Zealand, I don't know, where are we? I don't know where we are, we're somewhere, not New Zealand, Iceland, or Greenland, I don't know where we are, we're somewhere, but, probably Greenland is my best guess, because we're in a very snowy place, and it sounds like we're kind of in the North Pole, so at least that's what I'm thinking. But anyways, they were just exploring. And basically one of the guys had to go and get some wood to, you know, continue pumping the fire on the campfire. And well, he saw something, and it made him go a little insane, and he started choking the man. I believe, if I remember correctly. And then the man was trying to fight back, and then they fell in that hole over there, and he survived, so he crawled all the way over here, I believe, and the other guy was so mentally insane that, or maybe, I don't know what happened. Oh, I think they fell, which made the ice break, obviously, so the ice broke, and that fella went kind of mentally insane and was just walking around there, but there was kind of like a crack, and the man couldn't walk over, or the ice would break even more. So the mentally insane man was just, you know, wandering around trying to get the guy, even though he can't get past the ice, because if the ice breaks, you know, they'll freeze to death. So the other guy crawled all the way to precisely here, and he basically was just writing about how this all happened, and he decided to kill himself? Presumably? I don't know. But the thing that is curious to me is why did he not crawl to go in this door? Now, granted, he probably would die, since, you know, there's werewolves running around in this joint, and also, oh, I always forget, giant ass worms, so yeah, they probably wouldn't survived, but I don't know, just, I feel like they could have had a slightly more chance. And we also got these weird things that may scare you at first, but they actually just save the game. So anyways, that's the brief summary. I kind of forgot the other parts, so I don't know what else to say, but yeah. It seems down there it won't carry me around there. Okay. Shut the fuck up, please. Okay, don't shut the fuck up, sorry. I don't know why I said that. Okay. So we gotta be careful, because, well, exactly that. Now I can walk on the ice, thankfully, but if I dilly-dally too long, like this, yeah, I'm presumably going to die, so, yep, I got it. So I wonder if I could just, like, hit it? No. Oh my god, it's right here. That's actually kind of fun. Okay. I know there's another one here. Okay. Well, you did it anyway, so it's not really much of a concern. Now, is there... Ah! Okay. Jesus. This game scares the shit out of me sometimes. Well, fuck. God bless it. Okay. Oh, there's frozen fish down there. Hi, frozen fishes. Are y'all doing okay? We're doing what? There, perfect. Please close the fucking thing. Oh, there he is. Okay, yeah, there he is. Jesus, what a way to go. Wait. More stuff. I really hoped there not be a body attached to it. Though, Jesus, what a way to go. So I believe that this is the guy that went mentally insane. He somehow got a crowbar. I don't exactly know how you would get a crowbar in this situation. Oh, what does that say? Can I... You know, I thought it was in Russian, but it's actually not. Yeah, we can kind of see what it's saying. Chop it off. Come on. Perfect. Ew. I don't want to hold it. Ew! Okay. Be careful. Okay, I'm gonna need to start whacking shit. I wanna try something. Shit, that scared the shit. Nope. Phone. No. Ah. Ah. My phone. Okay, I wanna try something. Actually, everyone. Are you kidding me? That. Well, that worked out well. Oh, I should just do this. Nope. Ah, fuck. Fuck! Make this so much harder sometimes. So half of this joint is about to collapse. No! Damn it! God damn it! No! Shit! Fuck. Okay. No! 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 Okay, thank God it saved that. Oh, okay, now I can try my thing that I wanted to try. But we're gonna try it in a more safer climate. Oh, I want to see. Are you kidding me? My TNT did not explode. Okay, well, I might as well just. I might as well just kill myself because I want to keep that TNT. Alright. God damn it. It's like I'm playing cat and mouse while trying to avoid this shite. Okay. Okay, I want to see. I didn't check here very well, but oh, okay, there's not really much. Okay, well, all right. Well, I see. Okay. Good. Okay, let's get going. Okay. Oh! Yes! Okay, save that game. And now we're gonna go. Alright, bye. I guess that is it. Is there really nothing else? Wow, there really is nothing else. Okay. I kind of want there to be a little bit more. But I guess not. Alright. The thing I do like about this game is you can fight back. And I know that kind of ruins the scare because you don't want to... You not having a weapon is really scary, but I feel like you can do it where you can have the weapon. Like, kind of like Alien Isolation. They combined both. Where you can fight back, but you can also... But there are some enemies that you literally just can't fight back. And I feel like this game would work well having both of that. Okay, so that fella nearly just... That lovely dog almost could have killed me if I wasn't being too careful about it, so... Way to go, TJ. Not fucking up, even though you almost did. Okay, it's coming. It's coming. It's a-coming! I would laugh if it was coming right here. Actually, I think it is. Alright. Really? There's nothing else? Okay, I kind of want to kill this. Because I want to check if there's other rooms. Oh. Oh, I feel so bad though. Shit, okay, I'm gonna probably die actually. Stay here. Oh, it did not even work! What a disaster. Holy shit. Oh god. What a fucking disaster that was. Oh god, that was... God, that was bad. That was really bad. Well, the only area that I think we can go to is that, so yeah, there's not really much else we could do here besides, you know, is it making that sound earlier? BD or DB. I don't know what the fuck BD or BD do is, but it's not looking pretty good. It's not looking pretty sharp, see? Okay, where the fuck are we? Okay, we're here. Yes, that's Lake Under... What the fuck? Okay. Alright, perfect. I love this lovely area. Look at the Q and the O. Oh, they look so beautiful. Okay, okay, where should we go from here? We could probably go there, and there. Then we have section B. We have another session B. Actually, I think that's a room we were already in, so maybe we want to go in those rooms up top. Okay, let's try going up top, which means I need. Okay, right. All right. So they will be up there. Okay. Yep, and now I'm there. Exactly. So I just need to find a way to crawl myself over there. Although I'm a little concerned because these lovely pieces of shits would be here. Oh, look at that. Is that like a little... It's like a little padlock? I don't know, but it's a little spooky dooky, that's for sure. Okay, we already went to this lovely room. Wow, I love that font. It's such a beautiful font. I love the Q. I think Q may be my favorite number. I just like it. It's like 0. It's like O. And I like O because they're both cute to me. Because of course I would love something cute, but I do. I don't know where he is. Where it is, I should say. Or they. Although it is a dog, so where's the dog? I should be... Well, it's a wolf, technically. Actually, are dogs are considered wolves? What are those animals? Are they like mammals? I forgot what breed they are, or what type of species that is. Fuck! Oh, you didn't see shit. You didn't see shit. You didn't see shit, my boy. How about we start... How about you start fucking working, and then we'll talk, huh? Damn it, it saw me. Okay, didn't see me for long though. Where do you run in here? Where do you run in here? What's the point of coming in here? Where do you run in here? Oh, fuck. Ah. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, shut up. I do wonder where we can go. There's not a lot of rooms, to be honest. Please be a good... Please, 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 in the name of God, be the room I need to go into. Well... Found one way to get in.
Where are you, my shiny knight? Have you really made it this far? I wait, and yet the pot never boils. I remain trapped in my den of iniquity. Perhaps the gods have toyed with me once more. Sentence me to yet more years in this place of eternal nightlight. But now, maybe my ill advice has ended you. Have you rung death's doorbell? Please don't leave poor Red all alone once more, like all the others.
I won't, Red. Calm yourself, my boy. Calm yourself, my boy. My boy! Why can I not read that anymore? Oh. These planks have long since fell here, but Red or someone has wood planks? Wow, I probably fucked up saying that so many times. It's probably hilarious. Okay, so I want to check the other rooms, though, really quick. Let's just check. I need to see a map. I need to see. So where are we? Okay. Yeah, that's... Okay, so we are literally... Yeah, we're right here. So I checked that door. That didn't work. I checked that door. That didn't work. Let's see. Let's go back. Although I'm pretty sure we... Oh, I'm off. I'm pretty sure... No, the middle room is where the worm was. So I think we... I don't know. I'm pretty sure... I don't know. I hope I did everything correct. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried that I may have potentially fucked this up. I don't know. Let's just go. What in the God's name is this? Okay, I kind of need you, Flare. Not. Oh, great. Alright. Jesus! Ho, ho, ho! Praise the Lord. Okay, can you fucking close? Thank you. Actually, is there anything in there? Apparently not. Well, I should probably check the other areas. Other places. Okay. Pills. Give me some good old juicy pills. Jesus Christ. Perhaps I could use this. Okay. We could perhaps use that. So I think we're... Yeah, I think we're ultimately gonna have to... not ultimately. I know... I remember this, actually, because I remember this being painful. Painful, everyone. But basically, we need... Yes. This must be the cave that Red tried barricading. I need some way to destroy it quickly. Perhaps I can get some type of attempts from my explosion experimental book. Some kind of book. Some kind of juicy, moist book. Shut the fuck up. Well, that's a cool effect. Hello. How are you doing? not creepy at all. Alright. Alright. Pause if you guys read that or not. Oh, there's the light. I don't really think there's really much to read. Glass flowers. Yes, okay. Perfect. Do I need to do any, like, weird special shit? I really hope to God I don't have to. Yep, sign out. Oh my God. Click the motherfucker! Okay. Alright. I can't read the book because the book is like a giant memo. Oh. Are you fucking... Are you kidding me? Okay. Is this it? No. Where would it be? Where the fuck would this be? God, the glow stick is really the only thing you really need to use in this game. Like, the flashlight does show a little bit more because it goes more farther, but I feel like sometimes this is quite better, to be completely honest. Okay, is this it? LP... No, not it. It's a different one. So I think this is it. Are you... But for the most part, I think the glow stick we shall stick. Because the problem with the flashlight is you need to get batteries. But the problem is getting the batteries. This game is like a lot of Amnesia custom stories. They're not very lenient on how much... Well, okay, not a lot. It depends on the custom story. Never mind. A lot of not just custom stories, not just like fan-made games, but mainstream games are very not lenient on giving you... Actually, to be honest, I feel like fan-made games are more lenient on, like, resources in the games than the main games themselves. The pipe running to the fuel must be gas. Okay, whatever. I don't know why, but I love that the game has a lot of detailing and a lot of, like, cool stuff, but I don't know, but I'm just not that super interested, I guess, with some of the minor details. I more am interested in the story, I guess. I'm not quite sure. But I don't know. I can't really describe it. I kind of get why they stopped. Why Amnesia, in the later fictional games, kind of stopped with all of this, like, detail, like, the pipe must be connected to here and here. And it is cool sometimes, don't get me wrong. I just understand why they kind of stopped it, although I kind of wish they'd bring it back in a little bit, just more smaller forms, not, like, this crazy much detail, because I feel like some of this is not really useful, to be honest, but yeah. Big Book of Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Guys, no, I don't know. First of all, I'm dyslexic, so I can't read most of half of this shit. And second of all, I'm not a chemist. I should probably learn this stuff, and I will, because it is cool, but please work. It didn't give me a lecture game. Where does this go? Where do we start? Is it on fire? Is the medicine working? I can't. can hide under here. That's a good thing to keep in mind. I can't believe this. I can't believe... God, this game can sometimes be a pain in the ass. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. This game can be an absolute train wreck. Oh, God. Okay, well, first of all, heal. Oh my God, I thought this was the healing. Oh. Okay, everyone, so I am dumb. What you need to do... Where's the lighter? Thank you. There we go. Jesus Christ. Okay, so we need to do D. I probably should save. I think we need to be cautious or careful. I can't just willy-nilly just throw shit in this as much as I want to, because if I do... Yeah, so we're supposed to do D, F. Perfect. Now, let me save again, because I want to show you something that is quite funny, and what makes me kind of love this section, and hate it. So, if I do this... Oh, I find that shit funny, actually. Get over here. Okay, turn it off. Turn it off. Okay, turn. Yeah. I'm dying. Okay, grab that and be careful, for God's sakes. Okay. Alright, so basically, guys, we need to take this all the way back to that cave-in area, while not fucking us up. Ugh. Fuck. But I can't hit it. Oh, I forgot. I can't hit it. If I hit it, then everything will be just completely fucked, right? Oh my God, what am I doing? Fuck. Okay. We're almost there. Oh God, this is gonna be a pain. Okay. Perfect. Now. Yes, perfect. Click 6. Oh! Okay. Well, no. Get over there. What are you doing? Oh my God. Oh, hello. Alright. What? Look, I locked the... black... Red has been to me too. I need to get it open. God. Well, these are bags. Very lovely bags. What are they doing here? Very lovely bags. Very juicy bags. Stop. Are you kidding me? It's locked? Oh my God. I can't believe this. Hello.
Good evening. You actually came. There is much that should leave my throat box now, but words elude me. You came, you are so pretty, but I have been bad.
You.
The underworld already beckons me, so I suppose one further misdemeanor will change little. It is false pretension, and not guiding light with which I have led you here. I cannot give you the answers you want. You may wish to find what it is you seek, but that is a fiction. You cannot know what it is you sought through the vast leaden doorway, or else you would seek anything else in the world. No, the key stays with me, in here. So the life that has led me, horrible as it may be, is better still than the life that waits for you, hungry behind those doors. As replacements go, you shall be admirably abnormal. But you must wonder why this metal burning chamber is talking to you, and the voice you knew only as red. For it is I, your companion, residing within. You see, I have waited for this day so many years. They won't let me die. And parts of my head are not my own. And I cannot take my life. It is against the rules. Please, the pain has gone on for so long. All I wanted was a friend, but now the time for chit-chats and marshmallows by the fire is ended. And I hope that soon so shall my life. I have knocked on the death's door for so long. Please, let him invite me in for tea.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of flowery talk, sir. So basically, I think he wants... Well, obviously he wants us to kill him. A lot of lovely hooks here. Close that door just in case anybody fucking comes in. Okay, this room is very hot room, I'm assuming. Why would Red want me to kill him? Why like this? What can I do? There's a cross. It's very... God, this game... It has a good story. This game has a good story, and it adds interesting, like, details. It's just, the puzzles, I think, is a big turnoff for at least me. Alright, well, I guess we do it. Oh. Oh no. Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh. Oh. Red, I'm so sorry. Whatever happened to you down here? Blah, 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 blah. Jesus, I couldn't read that in time. Oh, poor Red. Oh, his poor ashes. Red's key. Oh, that makes me sad. In the walkthrough video I watched, the person bowed, so I'm gonna do the same thing. I bow to you. That was really wholesome of the walkthrough YouTuber I'm using to help me, you know, beat this game. Well, oh, there it goes. I think I should probably put that. Probably. Here's something we could do to keep in memory of Red. Put this flare for us to remember the Redkins. I must run. I won't turn off. Won't turn off what? I don't know what you're talking about. We shall close the door. Mwah. Rest in peace, Red. I don't know if I like this game anymore. Alright. Off we go to Neverland. We're also going to unlock... Fucking use the key! Read of books. Why did Red survive all the from their everything from survival medicals to the works of blah, blah, blah. If this is how he spent his time, no wonder he spoke such strangely. He must have led a lifetime of Well, he likes reading books. I can't blame him. You know, the thing is I don't hate books. Like, I remember people reading stories to me, and I loved that. So I never really hated books. I think books are cool. It's just... Well, I'm dyslexic, so I can't exactly read them. But I do love reading. I think reading is cool. It smells like... How did Red sleep on this? Maybe he just didn't sleep. Probably both. Although, honestly, if I was in his situation, I would probably care less if there was, you know, pee in the bed, you know. Much more far things to concern ourselves. In fact, I probably would want some weird virus to kill me instead of, you know, living down here, because, God, it seemed like, yeah, there's just a lot of concern. Poor Red. I'm so sorry. You're at peace now. Yeah, that is all what matters. Red, let me die. Head is hungry. Head is hungry. Please! Get on the bed. Red is dead. Dead! Get out. Get out! Nobody to talk to. Painting. Aww. Poor Red. Yeah, hopefully he's in peace now. That's all what really matters. I can see Red now, sitting here, giving me. I probably wouldn't been staying here now. I wouldn't be standing here now if it wasn't for him. Why did he have to leave me down here alone? Oh, we kind of build like a small friendship. Oh, even if we didn't know each other. Ow! Why do I keep on hurting myself? I will open those in a moment. It's an old artifact. The cries on his arms are now. Not they out of clothes. Father looks on again. He cries some notice. Skiver hands. He knows what has come. What the man has resigned. The only one who could stop it, however, knows the real far. If I never see another one of these things, I don't know. Okay, you already said that. Yeah, I kind of... Oh wow, that's a giant ass eye. I don't like that. That makes me a little concerned. It's a giant mouth. Jesus. From the stench, I think this may have been his toilet. Oh. How many hours did he spend when his neck on this noose? Jesus, I can't say that. Just trying to end it all. God. Probably fucking lot. No wonder he was getting hungry. What a filthy mess. Knowing Red, probably he enjoyed this. Probably. Can't exactly blame the poor guy. Okay. Before we do that, I kind of want to... Well, first of all, listen to this. How do you say it? Norse? Newt? No. None of that. You know, why don't we do this? Okay. Running out to the doors. Then... I think we did it. Okay. Can I please? Living out how Red managed to catch and kill this thing. It quite... Poor guy must have been close to starving to death. So I think this is the dog. Yeah, he cut off the head and... Wow. Oh, wow. Poor guy. By the way, these are 1940s, ladies of the night, and look at their beautiful 40s hair. Oh, this looks like Marilyn Monroe, kind of. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. I love the 40s hair. I love the 40s hair. I'm sorry. I love the 40s hair. I'm sorry. I love the 40s fashion. I don't like the misogyny of that time, but I love the fashion. Oh, look. Look at her. Look. What is that fucking weird eye there? Go away, creepy eye. I think it's the same eye as the creepy eye there. Yeah, Jesus. God, that's a fucking terrifying ass eye. Ugh, I don't like thinking about that, but look at her. Oh, look at her. Oh, I love her 40s hair. Oh, I just love it. Okay, what is these other shits? Alright. Well. Alright. Well, I don't think there's really much else we could do. Oh, wait. Okay. My dearest friend, how are you? I as well as can be. I have some sad news. Though a few days ago, there was some kind of... They must not look for me here. But if they do, they find me, I must be in so much trouble. But I don't think I have to worry about that because I'm not sure I'm be getting out of here. I don't mean so much. I've been working in this mine about 3 weeks now. I'm really prepared that I'm in a house. Okay, pause the video, guys, when they read the zone or not. I was trying to read it, but that went to hell. Tom Red Hood. Ah, Tom Red Hood. Paper made wood. December 1970. I see, so he called himself Red. I see. Okay, put it back. Jesus. Okay. So yeah, so he called himself Red because his last name is Red Hood. But his name is actually Tom. Ooh. That's interesting. There's a lot of Toms in my family. In fact, I think my name... No, my name's not Tom. Actually, is it Tom? I don't remember what my full name is. I may never get used to that. People just call me TJ, which is technically, I think, my nickname, if I remember correctly. I don't really care. But yeah, there's a lot of Toms in my family. A lot. Most of the males are Toms in my family. I find that kind of funny. Fuck. Fucking. Oh my god, there's so much reading in this game. Oh, I can't read it all. I'm sorry, everyone. I can't read it. I can't. Solo. Damn it! Made me cough to death. Oh my god. Okay, let's see. December 1973. Pause the video, guys, read this note or not. 57. I like the number 57. I like 87 too. Last update. 18th02. Oh my god. Okay. Wait, Okay, the 18th. What's the 18th? The 18th? No. Okay. February. If it's 02, it would be February 18th of 2000 because of the 00. Alright. Please have a... Blah, blah, blah. God, I don't remember this part of the 2000s. I don't remember very much of the 2000s, TJ, until you were born in it. I was a baby! I do remember nuclear being in the... Shut up! Okay. Oh my god, the light is a little flashy-washy. That's okay. We need a little flashy-washy in these DNAs. Deragenays. Okay, close the fucking door. Can I get up there? Doesn't look like... You guys see that? You see that fella there? Who is that? Oh shit! Hello! Shit. The man who was first into the mine was no more, and so begins the next chapter. To be continued. Oh, God, Penumbra Overture, Episode 1. Oh, that was a little intense. The ending kind of jump scared me. Frictional gains. So, okay, here are my thoughts, because I was going to give you guys my opinion on the game. For a 2007 game, it acted a lot more like a late 90s game, or early 2000s game, if anything. I don't know why, just 2007 kind of shocks me that this came out in 2007. This just doesn't give me 2007 vibes. I really don't know how to explain it. It just... it just doesn't. Oh, excuse me for yawning, but I think the reason why the beginning of the game was so hard for me is because, A, there were a lot of really difficult puzzles, not to mention there were, like, you had to, like, go and click on specific items in the mines, and they were tiny, like, pixel tiny. But you had to click them. If you didn't click them, the game wouldn't continue from there, so... www.penumbraoverture.com. So, I don't know why, I felt like the game in the beginning was just pretty slow. Not to mention, they were trying to teach you the mechanics at the same time, and it was just difficult. Not to mention, there was just a lot of reading in this game. I can't... Why was the beginning of the game so hard? I think the reason why the game in the beginning was really hard was because I think there was just a lot of mechanics that the game had, and they were trying to teach you how to do it, and it was just really difficult. And not to mention, there were really complicated puzzles in the beginning. Not really complicated, but I should just say difficult. There were difficult puzzles, challenging puzzles, that made it really difficult and not really that interesting to play more of it, I guess, is the best way to describe it. I don't know. I really don't know, you guys, why the beginning was hard for me. I just didn't like the beginning that much. I really can't put in place why I didn't like the beginning. I just didn't. I didn't like the beginning of the game. I think it was... I shouldn't say it was rough. Yeah, it was rough in the beginning. It felt pretty rough in the beginning. There was a lot of mechanics that you had to learn. There were a lot of thingies. There was puzzles. But right around when we first met Red, and we started talking to Red, I noticed that the game started flowing a lot more better and a lot more funner, personally, than the section before. I felt like the game was a lot more funner to play, flowed very nicely flowed very nicely after we got out of the mines. But before, when we were in the mines, it just felt slow. Yeah, it felt slow. It felt slow. It felt like the puzzles were a little obnoxiously complicated. It just felt slow. Yeah, that's the best way I can put it. It felt slow in the beginning. It felt rough because there were just puzzles that we had to solve. There were a lot of reading, and maybe I also just didn't like that there was no one to talk to. I just didn't like how quiet it was. So we didn't have, like, Red, someone that we could, talk to and hang out and, I don't know, just relax, I guess. What else that maybe not like the game? Well, no, I didn't like... excuse me. I shouldn't say I didn't like the game. Sorry, I'm a little tired, so my words are not being said really well. I actually did like this game very much. I very much found this game very entertaining, very unique, and definitely a game that I wouldn't replay, like, right away, but definitely one I would replay, I don't know, like, the same thing I did. Like, I played this game, I think my last time playing this game was in 2018. So I would probably do the same thing where I would wait a couple of years and then play it again. Would I consider this the best frictional games? No. This is definitely a beginning. That is the best way to put it. This was definitely a good start for frictional games. But is it a great game? Not necessarily, because the puzzles are very challenging. I feel like some of the puzzles are like most people wouldn't solve them or would find them extremely boring to solve. Like, we're not talking about them being... With these puzzles, these are not like just like this is a horror game, and when I play horror games, I'm usually expecting maybe not necessarily a stalker game or a lot of horror, but I'm definitely expecting not puzzles shoving in your face every 12 hours. Like, I think that's the problem with this game, is there's a lot of puzzle solving. And I think that's a problem with the Penumbra series as a whole, is there's just a lot of puzzle solving, and it's just not... It's not the funnest, it's the best way I could put it. It's not the greatest experience, but... It's not a bad game. This was definitely not a bad game. And like I said, after we got past... when we first met Red... And I really don't think it's just because we had a character to talk to. I do think it's also because the game... I do think that having a character to talk to played a factor in making the experience of the game more fun and more enjoyable. But I genuinely felt like the game, at least the level design, was a lot more funner to play around. Because another reason why I didn't like the mines is you had to crawl in a lot of places. You had to crawl, you had to crawl, you just had to crawl a lot, and it was slow and kind of painful and not really fun. Yeah, you had to learn mechanics, you had to do puzzles, you had to crawl. It just, for me personally, the beginning of Penumbra Overture is pretty rough. Yeah, the beginning is pretty rough. I've never really liked the beginning of the game. And I still don't like the beginning of the game as much. But I've always liked after we got... when we first met Red. After we escaped from the mines and well, we didn't really escape from the mines. We were still in the mines. But when we got into the more bigger areas where you didn't have to crawl anymore, I enjoyed it a lot more better. I enjoyed the game when we met Red. I enjoyed the game way more when we started talking to Red. And I don't think it's just because I had a character to talk to and, you know, feel like this is a world with human beings. I genuinely still feel like the game just felt better to play when we got into that section where we started talking to Red. I felt like the game in general felt better, more softer to play. The puzzles were not as challenging. There were sections where you still had to crawl, but they weren't as boring to me because you had to deal with the spiders, and even though the spiders were a pain, it definitely was a lot more funner than just crawling most of the time in the mines. And it wasn't most of the times. I don't know why the beginning of the game was not that fun to me. I just generally didn't enjoy the beginning. But after the beginning, when you get into the middle, because I would say when you start talking to Red, when you get to that section of the game, I feel like that's like the middle of the game. Because this game is actually relatively pretty short, all things considered. When we started talking to Red, I felt like the game was a lot more better. Yeah. I felt like the game was better, not just because we had a character that would talk to us, but also the game just felt better to me. The game felt a little bit more funner, a lot more enjoyable. Yes, the game just felt more enjoyable and more funner to me. I think that's the best way I can put it. I can't really put in a finger. I can't really precisely tell you why I didn't like the beginning of the game. But I really didn't. I don't like the beginning of the game. It's pretty rough, and I would much rather play the later part of this game than the beginning. I just didn't enjoy the beginning of the game. But the later parts of the game are really good. The later parts of the game are good. I love that you talk to Red. Red's voice actor was fantastic. I feel like Red's voice actor was really good. And God, he just had a unique voice. He said words that were interesting. You could just tell that this was this was not your average Joe human being. You could tell that this was a person that clearly has not socialized in a long time, but is also very smart and still has a good heart. And I feel like the voice actor did a great job capturing Red's character, in my opinion. So, yeah, besides that, the main character, we got to hear his voice in the beginning of the game, but he never talks after that. And that kind of annoys me, to be honest, because, well, if he's going to talk in the beginning of the game, why not you just have him talk with the dialogue, especially as someone that is dyslexic and can't read all the text. Now, I understand this was a 2007 game, not to mention Frictional Games was just starting. This was a tiny company at the time. This was not a big company like it is now. Frictional Games, excuse me, is a lot more bigger now than when they made this. This, I believe, was made by, like, 2 guys, I think, or something like that. So this was relatively pretty small, all things considered, I think. But I still just... I still would have preferred if they kept the main character's voice. Because, for the most part, we didn't get to hear very much of the main character, and we got a tad bit of the main character's feelings, and I'm guessing that the main character's a good person, I'm assuming, since he felt really guilty for killing Red, which he shouldn't exactly felt guilty, but, you know, I probably would still feel guilty, even though someone told me to kill them. They wanted to die, but, you know, no one wants to kill someone that has a good heart, so... even if someone tells them to. Especially if they're your friend, or was becoming their friend. I don't know, it just... the main character wasn't that really interesting, to be honest. And I don't think he is supposed to be that interesting. I think Frictional Games really wanted you to focus more on... now, this is my opinion, but the writers on this game, I feel like, were focusing more on the main character, or not the main character, focusing on the other characters more than the main character himself. But I don't know, it does sound like the main character has a story arc too. I don't know, it's just the main character wasn't that interesting. We just didn't get that much. We didn't get that much. I don't even know if I can say he was interesting. We just don't know very much of him, so. But besides that, now I'm going to talk, I feel like I'm criticizing this game more than talking about my favorite parts of this game. The things that I liked about this game is there was a lot more variety in terms of what you could do in the game. The thing I hate about Amnesia and other parts of the game, now I don't hate Amnesia, I think Amnesia is a really good horror game, but I think the thing that makes me not like Amnesia is, compares to this game, is there's not a lot of things you could do with your main character. There's not a lot of interactive things that you could do. All you could do is use the lantern, or use your light source, I should say, and you could just run, jump, and crouch. And and throw items. And that's about it. That's about all our character in Amnesia can do. And I don't like that. Now, the Penumbra series, the games that are going to come after this one, everyone, is going to start doing that same thing too. Where you can't fight back, you have no weapons, there's nothing else you can really do. This is the only Frictional Games, I think, so far, where you could only just fight, you can fight back and hit stuff. And I understand why they got rid of the fighting back, but I'm going to explain. Because the later Penumbra games, they start acting more like Amnesia, where all you can do is just run, throw items, use your, light sources, and that's about it. And I don't like that. I don't like it because Penumbra Overture felt more realistic to me, and this is what I liked about this game a lot than the other parts of the game, or even Amnesia itself, in terms of this. I'm not saying that I don't like the other games just because of this factor. I'm just telling you one aspect of the game I don't like, one aspect that makes this game unique than the other frictional games, in my opinion. And what makes me like about this game is there's a lot of variety that makes the main character do feel more realistic. Like, if I was in this situation, or if I was in any life or death situation, I would just grab any willy-nilly tool. Because anything can be a weapon. Would it be a great weapon? Probably not, but a lot of things can be used as a weapon. You can, I don't know, you can use, some random wood that you find. You can use that as a weapon. You could practically use anything as a weapon. Will it be perfect? No. Will it be a great weapon? Obviously not. But anything can be anything you can use as a weapon. So I feel like this game is quite realistic in that way, where even grabbing an item and throwing it at the dogs hurted them. And I like that. I like that it does that. I like that it hurts them and could potentially kill them. And I like that because it makes it more real. Because I feel like most people, if they were in a fight or flight situation, they would use any kind of thing to use as a weapon. If that would be a table, a chair, a glass, or anything that you know would hurt someone, you would use. And I feel like that is what makes this game kind of cool and unique compared to the other games. Not only it has a crowbar, not a crowbar, it has a pickaxe and a hammer that allows you to hit them, but also you have bombs, you have dynamite, you have or TNT, I guess. Well, technically it's dynamite. Nevertheless, you have dynamite. You have, what else do you have? You have just random weapons. You have metal stuff you can just throw and hit the dogs and it would hurt. And the thing that I like about this game, and why I feel like this game did the same perfect kind of variety of not making you like invincible, where you have all the weapons, because then that would just lose the scare of the game, obviously. I understand why they got rid of the weapons in the later games. You kind of need that, like, scare that, oh, I probably should, you know, not use... Sorry, I'm trying to think. I probably should not use weapons all the time, because the player will not get scared anymore. And I understand why they got rid of the weapons, but I feel like they should have still kept the weapons. They should have just made some monsters, like, invincible. Kind of like Alien Isolation. You can't completely kill the alien, but you can use your weapons to hurt other smaller enemies, or random humans that are a problem. That is what I liked, and that is what made this game kind of my favorite. Well, not my favorite, but why I like this. Sorry, I should not have said my favorite, because this is definitely not my most favorite of the Penumbra games, just because of that difficult... Well, there's other things. There's a lot of reading, and that's kind of painful, and there's just a lot of complicated puzzles. But what I like about this game is there's a worm. There's a giant-ass worm, which is funny to say, but you can't kill it. Like, if all things considered, that is like, you can't use your weapons. It will crush you and kill you. And I like that. I like that part of the worm. I like that. So... yeah, I guess what I'm really saying is I do like that this game has variety, and you can hurt the enemies, but you can hurt the enemies, but there's some enemies that are just invincible. The spiders you can also kill, although the spiders, what I also like about this game is they also know, clearly the game developers knew that the dogs would eventually get boring and you would, you know, get tiresome of them, and they would be easy to defeat. But the spiders, you could still kill them, but I think what makes the spiders scary is they're not as easy to kill because they're tiny. You're in a mine, so it's more, you know, claustrophobic. And yeah, the spiders are just harder to kill. But the worm is like the one that you just can't kill in this game. You just can't kill the worm in this game. It's not easy to kill the worm. And you can't willy-nilly... Well, first of all, you can't kill the worm, period, in this game. But yeah, you just can't... You can't use your weapons. So basically, there is an enemy that does bring the real terror of this game, and that is the worm. The worm is truly terrifying, and I think the worm definitely is probably the most scariest thing besides the spiders of this game. The wolves are not exactly scary. They were scary in the beginning, and they are scary sometimes. I feel like in the beginning they were more scarier just because, well, they were like the only enemy you knew, not to mention the game kind of built it up to the wolves being scary, but eventually, the more as you played, the more the wolves just got less scary, to be honest. They were more just everywhere and kind of annoying, if anything. So yeah, but what else should I add? Besides that, not much for me to say, really. There's not a lot that I can really say because yeah, I don't know. There's just not a lot I can really say besides this was fun. This was entertaining. And I think you should definitely give this a try. It's not the best game in the world, but it's definitely a game that has a lot of cool stuff. Like the ice section. I have not seen a frictional game that has done something like the freezing ice since this game. And I think they should probably revisit doing, I don't know, just natural events that are kind of scary in themselves. So, I don't know. There's a lot of variety in this game. There's a lot of unique stuff. There's different lighting that you can use. You can use the flare. You can use the glow stick and the flashlight in this one. Well, you can use them in the other Penumbra games, but after the Penumbra, they stopped doing that too, because you just have the lantern oil and amnesia, which is fine. It makes sense for 1800s. London or England or 1800s period to just have one light source besides, you know, the sun and a torch. But besides that, well, there were actually flashlights in the 1800s, but you had to roll them, and Amnesia Machine for Pigs actually had that one. So, but besides that, yeah, I don't know what else to say besides this was not a bad game. It was not a bad game. It was definitely good. It had a lot of unique parts. It's just the beginning was rough. There was a lot of reading that was sometimes not really necessary. And the puzzles were sometimes challenging and sometimes a little difficult. But for the most part, this game was not bad, and I definitely recommend it. I definitely recommend people checking this out because this game was not bad. This game, all things considered, is actually pretty fun. And is definitely worth checking out, in my opinion. So, I will give this game... I would give it a 7. I was almost going to give it a 6, but I feel like the later part of the section definitely won me back to this game. So I would give it a 7. I won't give it an 8 or a 9 or a 10 because... yeah, the reading is really challenging. The puzzles are challenging. Sometimes the combat in itself is challenging. And just generally the character walking and crawling is sometimes difficult. And there are some things that if you don't, like, if there's some items that you don't get, the game will not continue. So that makes the game a lot more fun to play. Joking, no, it doesn't. But what else? What else did I want to say? Yeah, but I think this game deserves a 7, or at least a 6. I don't think the game deserves a 4 or a 3. I feel like that's too low. Well, if you do the star system, then yes, I would say the game deserves a 3 over a 4. But that's the star system, where it goes up to 4. I'm doing 10. I'm doing the 10 or 0, or whatever it is. And I would give this game a 7. I think a 7 is deserving enough. I don't think this game is perfect, but I definitely think this game is not a bad game, and definitely is a great start for fictional games, and definitely a great start for any people to make a big publishing game, you know? Like, if I made a game, this would probably be... If I made my own first game, it would be 10 times more worse than this one. That's for damn sure. So I really shouldn't be criticizing that much. But I feel like 7 is is good. I feel like 7 is great for this game. I think it's good for this game. I think this game told you that fictional games has a lot of potential. And they do. And I don't even know why I'm saying they do have a lot of potential, because they made a lot of great games. They made tons of great games. They made Amnesia, they made Soma, they made a lot of great games that are definitely going to be referenced a lot in the history of horror game history, and games in general history. But, the game franchise and the horror franchise in general, combined. Not just the horror game franchise, but the horror industry and the game industry, just entirely. They left an impact, in my opinion. They definitely did, actually, because without Amnesia, or even Penumbra Black Plague, which is the game we're going to play after this one, the sequel to Penumbra, they brought a mechanic that all horror games done, especially after the release of Amnesia. Amnesia definitely brought this. Although I do feel like without Amnesia, this mechanic in games was going to come eventually in the horror franchise, just because I've seen a lot of games from the late 2000s starting to use this. Even Penumbra Black Plague was starting to use it. It was going to come, but I definitely think the success of Amnesia brought it quicker, and that mechanic is not having any weapons. A lot of horror games now don't have any weapons, and which is better and for worse. It's great because it brings the scare that, oh, I can't defend myself, so I'm gonna have to, like, hide or do other, scary things. But it's bad because I feel like a lot of horror games think that, oh, if we don't have a weapon, our game will automatically be scary and terrifying, and that's not true. There's a lot of other things you need to do to make a game horror terrifying, and I'm not saying that fictional games did the easy way out, bringing that factor in. Not at all. I definitely think, out of all of the things that I love about fictional games, the thing I like about fictional games is they have really great writers, and they very well know that horror is way more complicated than just easy jump scares and spooks and blah blah blah. Like, horror is 10 times a... I think a lot of people forget how complicated horror genre, or not even the horror industry as a whole is. Like, you can't just willy-nilly easily scare someone. Like, yeah, you can just, pop out of nowhere, jump scare, and blah, call it a day. But horrors, like, who is that famous horror manga writer, an artist, or mangaka? Who's that famous horror mangaka? They just made an anime of one of his mangas. What is it called? Shit, what is his name? I forgot his name. He's a great example of horror done very well, very beautifully. It's an art form. You can, like, just jump scaring someone can be successful, but they won't. I bet you $1 billion that a lot of people that got jump scared won't remember it as much as deep horror, really scary horror that, like, really fucks with your brain. Like, H.P.L. Lovecraft is a great example of horror. And I know H.P.L. Lovecraft is a controversial figure, but, whatever. That's old news, and honestly, I don't really care. And you can't really expect a man from the 1800s to be, woke, I guess. Or have, modern day opinions. Like, yeah, it's a shame that, he had some, really bad views, and he was racist, but, whatever. Well, not whatever, it is bad. Racism is bad, don't get me wrong. I wasn't saying whatever to racism. Absolutely. I do not respect Lovecraft for him as a person, but we do have to recognize that he did play a big factor in the horror industry. As much as he is a controversial figure, he did bring he brought a lot of great things about what makes horror such an interesting genre, and how just jump scaring is not the best way to do horror. The best way to do horror is fucking with people's fears, messing with people's fears. And the best way to do that is, well, it's not the best way to do it, but there's ways where you can really scare people, and it will make them remember. Basically, H.P. Lovecraft basically taught us that you could be a Shakespeare horror writer. It's the best way to put it. You can be, if you do the Shakespeare horror writing style, I guess I would call it that way, then you will make people scared way more, and they will remember it way more. It's basically, if you're a great writer, horror needs a great writer, a really great writer. And I feel like a lot of stories, we see this with anime and mangas. A lot of people love animes and mangas because the stories are really deep. They are basically the writers that write those mangas and animes, most of the time, are really great writers. They're Shakespeare levels of good writers. And I feel like horror needs that. I think all stories actually need that, to be honest. You need a really smart, intelligent, well, you don't necessarily need to be smart or intelligent, but you need to be like a Shakespeare, I guess, to make a really spooky, scary, terrifying horror story that will leave an impact on your mind. It won't just be, oh, remember that movie? It just scared me because there was a goofy jump scare. Oh, ha ha. No, it needs to be, that's why the great movie director that made Vertigo and Psycho, I forgot his name too. I'm so bad with names, but the reason why he's famous is not just because he had some really scary moments, but also because he fucked with your head. He did mind tricks. He used stuff. He used everyday fears of us humans and upified it 10 times. And I think that's what H.P. Lovecraft did. I think that's what that horror manga writer, I forgot his name too, did. They basically they did the same techniques as Shakespeare did. Even some of Shakespeare's stories, even though most of his stories were love stories, some of his stories or some of his lines were pretty chilling in themselves. But they used everyday fears and just upified it and like made it more extreme, like the world is going to end because there's, atomic bombs or nuclear bombs. Like, that could be a horror in itself. And yeah, I know that doesn't necessarily sound, well, it sounds terrifying for different reasons, but it's not like, I can understand why a lot of people would think that's not exactly horror, but if it's done right. Or like aliens. Aliens can be used as a really terrifying scare where there's like some entity being out in the universe that could completely destroy us and make us enslaves, or could kill us and could be terrifying creatures. Like there's another great horror franchise, the what is it called? It was a YouTube horror series. The Neclanic Alaclog or something like that. Abdena Alaclog. How about we use SCP, for example? SCP is a great example of horror, in the sense that there's these weird entity beings that can some of them are, low tier. There's others that are dangerous and will hurt you, like if you, if you come across a scorpion. They're kind of like that level of danger. Like they're an animal, but they're not going to end the world. And then there's the ones that will end the world and will destroy the world and will basically do anything to fucking kill you. That's the great thing about SCP that's a great example of using horror in a more good, more smarter, more psychological, scary way. It's the best way I can put it. So, yeah, it's obviously more complicated than me just telling it, but the best way I can describe it is just being a Shakespeare writer with horror, doing the Shakespeare horror style, I guess, or the H.P.L. Lovecraft style is the best way I could describe it. And I feel like Frictional Games is doing that while having, you know, no weapons and doing, you know, the typical horror game tropes now. So, and I think Frictional Games is a really, really great horror company. They have really great stories, really great writers, and they have great sound effect designers, and this was just and great level design too. It's a good team, and this is a good game. This was a good start. This is a great beginning for any game developers, and I think this was not bad. There is definitely room improvement, but it's not bad. It's not bad. In fact, and speaking of improvement, apparently Frictional Games, there's a rumor, this has not been confirmed, so this is all alleged and rumors right now, but there's a rumor that the next Frictional game will be remakes of the Penumbra games, and basically what that means is it sounds like, from these rumors, they're going to combine all the Penumbra games, even Necrolog, maybe. I think they're gonna put Necrolog in it as well, and they're gonna combine it all into one big fat game, and they're gonna update the graphics, obviously, with the new Penumbra game. And yeah, just sounds like they're gonna be it sounds like, although it's a rumor and it's alleged, it sounds like they might be revisiting Penumbra. But for now, this is the only, there's only 4, technically. Technically, Necrolog is a fan-made game, but I think Frictional Games has, consider it part of the universe, or it ties into the universe, so it's not technically necessarily a fan-made game. Well, it was made by fan-made developers, but it ties into the main story, and I think Frictional Games, recently said that it ties into the Penumbra universe, so, or they allowed them to make a game that ties into the... Nevertheless, Necrolog is considered part of the games, so. Anyways, yeah, there's not much else I can really say besides this was not bad. I definitely enjoyed it, had fun, and I definitely am excited to go and play Penumbra Black Plague, because Penumbra Black Plague is actually my favorite one out of all the Penumbra games. Well, I don't know about that necessarily. I do want to... I have never actually fully played Necrolog, but I definitely want to check out Penumbra Necrolog. Because I don't know if I've ever really played that one, so we're going to see. I may change my view when we play Necrolog, but besides that, Penumbra Overture was not bad. This was not bad. I don't know why I didn't finish the game back in 2020, but I didn't, so... But nevertheless, I finished it now. And it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was pretty good, all things considered, so... Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Sorry for my long rant. I just wanted to give you guys a good review. I didn't want to just say, oh, I just didn't like the beginning. Like, that's bad. Explain more. And I tried my best to explain it. I really can't exactly tell you why, because I don't know it myself, why I don't like the beginning, but I just don't like the beginning that much. I just don't. The game felt more fluid, or felt more softer and less rough when we got into the middle of the game, in my personal opinion. When we started talking to Red, which was in the middle of the game, or halfway through, I guess. Anyways, that was Penumbra Overture. It was not bad. Very fun, sometimes. Other times very challenging, but for the most part, not a bad game. I definitely would like playing it again. Would I play it, like, tomorrow? No. But, maybe in 2 years I would play it again. Wait, did I say I last played this in 2018? No. I didn't last play this in 2018. Let's see, is my old saves here? No, my old saves are not here. Okay. Well, then. Never mind. I guess, you guys, I don't know exactly when I last played it, but I'm pretty sure my last time playing this was in 2020. So yes. So technically, it's been since 2020 I last played this. But nevertheless, it doesn't matter. I was basically saying that I wouldn't come and play this right away. It would be like a couple of years, and I would forget a lot about it for me to come back and be like, oh, I want to try it again, because I kind of miss it. So, that was what I was trying to say. But it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not trying to say it's a bad game, and I hope me saying that was not offensive to this game, because it's not bad. This game is not bad. It's just challenging, and definitely makes it a little bit difficult to play. Is probably my biggest complaint about this game. Not to mention there's tons of reading, and until I start, you know, reading a little bit more better, Jesus, there was no way I could read all of that. Fuck no. There was no... Literally, reading all of that would acquire days for me to read that. It was just not gonna happen. It was not gonna happen this go around. Especially if I'm gonna do a YouTube video. I don't want you guys to be bored to death. Because the video would be about 35 hours long if I had to read all of it. So, it really would! I'm not lying! Maybe I'm being a little exaggerated, but I don't know. I feel like it would be pretty long. Anyways, so, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you everyone so much for watching. And I hope you all have I hope you all have a fantastic day. And thank you so much for watching. And thank you for spending your time watching this video, if you did went all the way through. If you are here at the end, thank you for taking the time to watch all of this. Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyways, thank you very much, Frictional Games, for making this game, by the way. I hope I was not too critical. This game is by far still a pretty good game. I've seen a lot more worse games than this. This is pretty good, all things considered. Anyways, thank you very much, Frictional Games. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching today's video, and I hope you all have a nice, awesome day, and goodbye.